And welcome to Fayetteville Bulldog basketball here on the Hill Media TV. 18-4 Bulldogs, 10-0 travel here to Mounting Arena to take on the Rogers Mountaineers. And I'm joined now on the show by head coach Brad Stamps. What's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on today, Pat?
Brad, 10-0. You guys coming off that big road win at Bentonville last week. What's been the preparation heading into trying to get to 11-0 on the road again tonight in Mounting Arena?
Brett has been, take it these 32 minutes and be at your best. It's an opportunity for us to get one step closer to what our goal is. Our goal, the first goal is to take care of business tonight and give us a chance on Friday night to wrap up the conference championship.
This team just seems to win in all types of ways. I mean, last week, two very close games. One south side and on the road versus Bentonville. This team continuing to grow, and then talk about this
every game played is different. Every time you take the game, the style of play, what we're trying to do and what teams are trying to do it to us is different. And so that mental part of it, of making sure you're prepared in your film study and stepping on the floor and making sure you're executing, it takes leadership, it takes concentration and focus. For us, we changed the lineup. Friday night, we went with two seniors, Jack Erks, all your keys, two guys that felt like, the previous year, the biggest game in the conference tournament finals, they were on the floor at Fayetteville, and so we felt good about that. We made the change, and they stepped up, and then, the production we got from Mason Simpson offensively coming off the bench was big for us as well. So that leadership is big, and it's going to be big. We're going to need those guys.
Highly unnoticed, because everybody talks about his scoring ability.
Yeah, I've tried to sell this to Landon for 3 years now, but I think he's at his best. Obviously, he's got a gift, and his gift is a scoring basketball, but I think he's at his best when he's a playmaking guard. With the ball in his hands, making plays for other people.
in the conference. I'm joined for tonight's game by my analyst, Derek Yoakley. What's up, Yoke?
Man, love to be here. Love calling games with you. Love high school basketball. Great popcorn at the concession stand. Great women's basketball game to start it off. I mean, we are feeling it.
Right. Fayetteville won this game back at the Dog Pound in the early part of January, 49-48. A close game, but since then, they just have played better and better and better. Rogers, coming off of a loss to Springdale, having split last week, home and home. What are going to be some of the keys tonight for the Dogs to get out of here 11-0?
Well, the Dogs that you see when they go and play up to their competition are dogs that guard every shot. They play man-to-man defense.
Right.
So if they communicate and they put forth effort and make life miserable on the shooters, they're going to be really good.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to get transition opportunities.
Absolutely.
In transition, nobody in the conference can run with them.
Right.
Offensively, fine. You're going to get 25 from Landon. Yawn. You know that's going to happen.
Right.
You know Gaines is going to give you somewhere between 16 and 20. But the secret and the difference is when Fayetteville defends.
As we get set for tonight's starting lineup for the visiting Fayetteville Bulldogs, senior Landon Glasper, sophomore Jaden Haney, sophomore Ornette Gaines, sophomore Mason Simpson, and I believe, are they going with senior Graham Whitty?
Looks like Sawyer's getting the start.
Key.
Yeah.
And
Jack Irk.
Jack Irk, so they're going to go 3 seniors and 2 sophomores tonight. Irk was a former starter last year, so, I mean, you just gain more experience by having him on the court.
A 6'4" senior, number 1, Sawyer Key.
Starting 5 for the homestanding Rogers Mounties. Will Liddell, the 6'1" senior. Grayson Cash, 6' sophomore. Alonzo Porche, the 6' junior. Joel Garner, a 6'5" senior. And Soren Hoyard, a 6'1" junior for the Mounties of Rogers.
This is a different look. This is the first game I've seen that Graham Whitty didn't get the start in. Graham is what Coach calls a glue guy.
Right.
He does a lot of things. He gets rebounds. He guards the biggest guy. And maybe they feel like this Rogers team is a fairly small team,
Right.
and a fast team. And I bet Stamps is kind of approaching it from a perspective of we know what we're going to see.
Absolutely. Nice arena. You commented earlier, Derek, about the arena. Like I said, there's some really nice arenas that we get to call basketball in, and this one in particular, it's a nice one.
Oh, yeah. These are small college camp arenas. They're all modeled after Bud Walton Arena. They're just smaller. Baby Bud, we call it. So this Rogers team, they are fun to watch. They're a really good team. Will Liddell, the point guard, is as explosive a leaper as there is in the conference. He will embarrass you if you catch him backside. He'll just rise up and dunk. Really, really bouncy kid.
Set to jump, Ornette Gaines for Fayetteville and Joel Garner for the Mounties of Rogers.
So Garner and Gaines are going to play true fives, and everybody else is interchangeable.
Tip is controlled by the Mounties. That's Cunningham will have the basketball into the front court.
Fayetteville in their amazingly great purple elite uniforms, Nike Elite. Man, this is the best looking uniform Fayetteville's had in 20 years.
Down low. Ball blocked by Gaines. Cash will come away with. He'll go down the lane. Another block by Gaines.
Well, Gaines with 2 blocks on the first possession.
Not in my house tonight, Gaines.
He's on pace for 724 blocks.
Liddell.
Approximately.
Liddell for 3. No good as the shot clock violation.
Yeah, Liddell had to get that shot off because of the shot clock. But I was talking about Liddell being so explosive. this Cash kid, number 5, he's a sophomore. He gave the Bulldogs fits last time. He's a confident shooter.
Right.
He's a tough player. You got to keep an eye on him.
Keith. Ball loose. Gaines retrieves it for Fayetteville. 18 on the shot clock. Gaines. He'll leave it off. Glasper.
And on that defensive possession right there, there you go.
For 3. Please.
The senior gets his first start in a while, and first shot is a
ball knocked
big
away,
3.
stolen by Irk. Haney. Fayetteville into the front court. Haney with the step through. He'll kick it. 3-point attempt by Glasper. Good! Landon Glasper. 3s, please.
Boy, the
Dogs up 6.
last thing you want to see if you're Rogers is Glasper hit an early one.
Yes. Cunningham. He'll drive baseline. Ball stolen away by Gaines. On net with the dribble. Behind the back. Loose ball. Sawyer comes up with it. He'll leave it for Cunningham. Off to Liddell. Cunningham for the triple. No good. Garner, ball loose. Glasper with the basketball.
How about Jack Irk
Ahead
with the defense?
to Keith. He'll shoot the triple. No good. Cunningham. Liddell for the triple. Off the iron. Garner goes high for the stick back. Joel Garner for 2.
You know, Gaines had position, mistimed his jump a little bit, and Garner's a pretty physical guy.
Deep 3 by Gaines. Good. Ornette Gaines. 3s, please. OG style.
That's one of those. No. Good shot. Good shot. So all three buckets for Fayetteville have been 3s.
Yes, and they're going to get the charge on Liddell. Irk with the nice defensive charge taken.
The man who falls gets the calls.
Porche replaces Sawyer. Kraut will replace Cunningham in the lineup.
Rex Kraut will also Porche into the game for Rogers.
Glasper, he'll shoot the triple. No good. We'll go over to Fayetteville.
The shot selection has not been good. It's been successful, but not good. Fayetteville in a man-to-man. Boy, Irk almost had him a wide open layup on that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. We'll go over to Fayetteville.
Great defense by Glasper. We talk about it all the time. He's a scorer. He's going to go get his 25 to 30, but he always guards.
Absolutely. Gaines. He'll leave it for Glasper. 15 on the shot clock. Glasper in the paint. He'll leave it. And they're going to get the charge on Glasper. His first.
And that's one of my least favorite plays in basketball, the charge taken on the guy after he's passed the ball. I think those are, if they want to adjust anything to do with charges, you can't get rid of them because you need to be able to defend.
Right.
But, man, after a pass, I just don't see any advantage gained by the offensive player moving forward. I don't care for those calls.
Kraut goes down the lane. He'll try to dunk it. No good. Rebound comes to Haney. Jaden pushes the tempo to Irk. Gaines for a deep 3. Good. Ornette Gaines. 3s, please.
Man, that is Steph Curry range. That's unbelievable.
Deep range. 12-2 Fayetteville. Kraut. Jumper, no good. Loose ball to Garner. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, they've gotten deep into their bench
Jansen
already.
Garner it is. Must be Joel's little brother. Liddell out high. He'll try to turn the corner. Gets caught in the air, stolen, loose ball. Liddell in the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound comes to Keith. Sawyer head to Jack. Haney. And they're going to get a moving screen, I believe, on Sawyer Keith.
Yeah, they got Keith for a moving screen on that. Now Keith and Irk look like they're going to get a break. Great job. Hey, 12-2, you're plus 10. Not too shabby for these guys that got that start on the road.
Mason Simpson and Graham Whitty will replace Sawyer Keith and Jack Irk in the lineup. Glasper, Gaines, Simpson, Haney, and Whitty are your 5 Bulldogs. Sawyer, leave it off to Garner. Almost stolen away, and Haney will be charged with the personal foul on Fayetteville.
Yep. Hey, that play by Haney right there is a really good anticipation of the pass, but I'll tell you something good that you saw if you're a young player watching this. Liddell stepped to the ball to catch it,
right,
and that made Haney fouling.
Right.
If Liddell doesn't step to the ball, Laney has a layup on the other end.
Cunningham off to Liddell. Sawyer, he'll get it back. Quinn in the ball game. Liddell drives baseline. Gets it to Sawyer. Cunningham for 3. No good. Whitty high for the rebound for Fayetteville. And they're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay with Fayetteville.
Yeah, that's Garner back in. He's got an NHL haircut, and he plays like an NHL player.
Haney into the front court for the Dogs. Up 12-2. 2:10 to go. 3-pointer by Gaines. Good. Ornette Gaines. 3s, please. OG style. And the Mounties are going to call a timeout down 15-2.
He is hotter than July fish grease.
Man, sizzle, sizzle, and more sizzle by OG tonight.
3 for 3 for Gaines from deep. And let me tell you, if you got points for how far back, if you got extra credit for it, those would have been a 4-point shot, a 5-point shot, and his last one would have been a 6-point shot.
Absolutely.
It was from so deep. All 3 of those shots would have gotten me kicked off of my high school team. Not benched. Completely off. Turn in your uniform, Yoakley.
Hey, if you're watching the ball game tonight, comment, let us know where you're watching from, and just, hey, if you're a Dog fan, Mountie fan, interact with us if you'd like. We have an open comment list, so just let us know. Shout out Dogs and let us know where you're calling from. Inbound. Cunningham.
Irk in for Glasper to start off this second quarter.
Glasper gets a breather.
That's our first look at Mason Simpson as well.
Cunningham to Liddell. He'll try the 3. No good. Rebound. Comes to Whitty. He'll leave it for Gaines. Ahead to Simpson. To Whitty. Back to Haney. Gaines. Simpson.
If you're Mason Simpson, you want to get in this game. You see all them 3-pointers going.
Stolen away. Liddell. He'll do the step-through Euro. Good. Josh Liddell with the nice step-through move. Will Liddell, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Liddell tried to take a charge right there on Irk. Fell before Irk got there, and when you trip on somebody who has laid down, that's a foul.
Irk will be at the line for 2 free throws for Fayetteville. Dogs up 15-4 with 1:07 to go here in the first period in Mountie Arena.
And that Liddell Euro step was
nice,
awkward and awesome.
You think he may have some long jumping somewhere in his...
That was a triple jump look right there, right? It looked like a Conley out there.
Mike Conley, if you're there, hey, we're going to send you the tape. We want you to judge it, how far he would have jumped out.
Yeah, that was, he's a great leaper, this kid. I would bet he does triple jump, to be honest.
Irk, I believe, hits both of the 2-shot fouls, make it 17-4 Bulldogs. 1 minute to go here in the early going first period in Mountie Arena. It's been all Fayetteville into the ball game. Almost stolen away by Mason Simpson. Nigel Armstrong into the ball game. replacing Jaden Haney. Kraut, ball knocked away. It's going to stay with Fayetteville. Real active hands by Gaines.
Yeah, that's another block. That was a shot attempt, and Gaines knocked it out. That's 3 blocks for him in the first quarter.
Garner, back out.
Garner wanted to be anywhere but right there with the ball.
Absolutely. Cunningham will get it to Cash. No good. Simpson up high for the rebound. Shot clock is off. Dogs can hold for the final shot of the first period. Up 17-4. Irk with the basketball, top of the key. Coach Stamps calling out a set play. Gaines will come out and get it. OG, 7 seconds. Off to Irk for the triple. No good. So at the end of the first period, Fayetteville leads it over the Rogers Mounties, 17-4. And Derek, when you talk about that first half, couldn't have had a better start for Fayetteville. Because I mean, think about it. All they have to do is win 2 games to be outright conference champs. I mean, lots of pressure as they continue to play on.
Yeah, and you got to play these things not only one game at a time, but really 1 quarter at a time and 1 possession at a time. And what you saw, what did I say at the first of the game? I said, if they defend and make every shot difficult, they're going to be difficult and they're going to get runouts. And so far they've defended. They've gotten a couple of runouts. And on the other end, they've hit threes. Now, you can't count on hitting threes from 27 feet all game long. But they're getting done what they need to get done.
How good is it if your coach Stamps and that staff that Glasper really hadn't had the type of early starts that we've seen, and still you at the end of 1 up 17-4?
Yeah, well, Glasper, I think, is 1 for 1 from the floor. He hasn't really been forcing the issue, and sometimes his superpowers are best saved for, desperate times. So, look, we've done this before, and I will tell you that when you start off hitting a bunch of threes and you build a lead, when those threes dry up a little bit, the lead, it'll get close, and then Glasper will get his buckets.
Absolutely. Rogers will have the ball to start the second period. Cunningham in the front court, guarded by Irk. He'll go down, and they're going to get the charge on Cunningham. Great defense by Jack Irk. I think he was, I didn't know if he was in the purple or the white. He was up in him so closely.
Yeah, I've never seen a charge taken when you actually also steal the ball. But he beat him to the spot and beat him to the ball.
Right.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen that in all the years of basketball that I've watched.
Glasper. A little hazy. He'll get it off. Simpson. Back to Glasper. Dogs working patiently. Simpson. Over to Glasper. 8 on the shot clock. Simpson for the triple. No good. Rebound. And it's going to stay with Fayetteville. Jack Irk was really active on that play to keep that ball on Fayetteville's end of the floor.
Man, Irk does so many things to help your team. A really good pass right there. He set Whitty up.
Foul, I believe that's going to be on Garner.
Yeah, little Garner got beat on that play and had to push Whitty or he had a layup.
Jansen Garner.
Sergeant Jansen Garner, his first, the Mounties 4th team foul.
Inbound, Haney goes high. No good. Whitty goes high for the rebound. They're going to get the jump ball. It's going to stay with Fayetteville.
Well, Janey caught it inside off the lob pass and couldn't get it to go, but great job by Whitty fighting for that offensive rebound amongst 3 Mounties.
Absolutely. Irk on the baseline, inbound to Glasper. A fresh 35.
Jaden Haney got a little dinged up on that play. You hope to see him loosen up.
Mason. Loose ball. Back out. High. Glasper. 18 on the shot clock.
Well, the defensive effort for Rogers Considerably
Baseline.
better.
Glasper steps through. Ball knocked away. Whitty comes out of there with it. Irk for three. No good. And they're going to get Simpson on the hole.
Gaines going to come back in. That three by Irk is one that the Dogs needed. The shot clock was going down. Nothing wrong with taking that shot.
Right. Forshea, get it into the front court. 6:22 to go. On the drive. Forshea, he'll go down the lane with the left hand. Good! Alonzo Forshea on the drive. Glasper back off the board. Good with the left hand. Boy, Fayetteville gets down real quick. Forshea left side. Ball, and they're going to get Irk on the reach. Wow.
I can hear Jack's dad. He's got the most distinct official voice that has been at Fayetteville for the last couple of years. It's pretty impressive. He did not like that call.
Sorry, Keith checks in for Jack Irk in the lineup. Kraut, no good. Rebound to Gaines. Ornette with the basketball into the front court. Ahead to Simpson for three. No good. Forshea with the rebound. He'll go ahead. Quinn. Forshea on the spin move off the backboard. No good. Simpson with the rebound for Fayetteville. He'll leave it for Gaines. In the front court, Keith, and off Sawyer. It's going to go over to Rogers.
Great job advancing the ball on that. You saw the outlet pass, got to Glasper. Glasper swung it to Keith, and Keith kicked it out of bounds.
Right.
But, I mean, you're in a position where you've got the defense at a disadvantage just from moving the ball with the pass.
Forshea into the front court. Kraut goes down the lane, good, and he's going to be fouled by Mason Simpson. As Rex Kraut will go to the line for the and more an opportunity, makes it 19-8 Fayetteville.
Yeah, this is an athletic kid, the Kraut. He's a sophomore, 6'3", really good. Good. He's a slasher.
Yes.
He elevates, shoots high.
5:18 here in the half. Dogs lead at 19-8. Kraut with the free throw attempt. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes to Gaines. He'll leave it for Haney. As Jaden's going to walk it across the timeline into the front court.
Nigel Armstrong in the game for Mason Simpson.
Glasper, he'll do a little step back short jumper. In and out, no good. Kraut will get the rebound. He'll give it to Forshea. Lonzo comes down. Right in the paint. Back to Kraut for the three. No good. Haney with the rebound. We'll push the numbers. Deep three by Ornette Gaines off the iron. Keith will come away with the rebound. Ball knocked away. Forshea. Ahead to Quinn. Quinn with the basketball. He'll drive. He'll leave it for Kraut. Garner. Kraut. Over to Forshea. Fayetteville, really good man-to-man defense, Derek.
Yeah, Kraut's really being frustrated by Nigel right now.
Three-point attempt. No good. Rebound. Oh, got away with a double dribble. No good. Comes to Gaines. To Haney. He'll get downhill. Nice pass. And that's going to be a foul as Sawyer Keith will be at the line. I believe the foul is going to be on, I believe they got Rex Kraut.
You got it, Pat. You got it. Great pass. These free throws are a gift from Jaden Haney.
Right. First one is up and good by Sawyer Keith. 20-8, 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. No good on the second one. Liddell with the rebound. Joining us for our halftime show, we finally have girls players of the game. Garner blocked by Gaines. I believe, is that on that fourth one of the night? Gaines will go down. He'll flip it for Glasper for the triple. No good. Glasper gets it back off the backboard. Good. Glasper with the putback. Nice way to follow his shot on that, Derek.
Yeah, dudes who know how to get a bucket don't always have to get threes.
Garner trying to get it down low to Liddell. Ball's going to be blocked by Gaines from behind, and it's going to be off of Rogers. It'll go to the Bulldogs.
That's Ornette's fifth block.
My. 3:08 to go.
An early Rex Rusher sighting. Rex Rusher in for Sawyer Keith.
Gaines.
Yeah,
Rusher in the ball game.
Yeah, look at a lot of the difference in the way that Rogers is defending after that first quarter.
Glasper off to Gaines for the three. Off the iron. Rebound, and it's going to stay with Fayetteville off of Rogers. Rex Rusher going to the glass, Derek, created that opportunity. I mean, Fayetteville has been following a lot of their shots, being real aggressive on the rebound.
Yeah, when you get a chance to come in, you don't play much, you got to make it happen. Ornette with a nice bucket inside, just took advantage of his size and skill.
And good. Cash for the bucket and the and one opportunity.
Man, hats off to Cash for that shot. That was a really impressive shot. Gaines got up really high and wanted to block the shot. The release was incredibly high, the rainmaker, and he's going to earn a free throw with it. Cash, a good shooter.
Joining us at halftime once again as Cash hits the and one opportunity, makes it 24-11. 2:25 to go here in the half. Dogs ahead. Haney in the front court with the basketball. Ert. Ert for the triple. No good. Loose ball. Ert gets his rebound. Goes back up with it. Good, and the foul. Jack Ert for the and one opportunity. Foul will be on Joel Garner. Nice follow shot. Ert gets rewarded, Derek, for that little extra in that sequence.
Well, the way that Rogers is guarding now, they have just completely swamped the three-point line. A little ball movement, though. Somebody gets lost, you get an open shot from three, and those long rebounds often come back to the offense.
Right. Ert hits the and one opportunity. Garner with the easy layup. 27-13 ahead for Rusher. Rex with the three-point opportunity. Off. It's going to be off of Kraut. It'll stay with Fayetteville.
Yeah, Rusher's a good shooter.
Yeah, he don't shoot too many air balls.
Yeah, and he doesn't get a lot of early minutes in the varsity games. And I bet the pressure of feeling that right there, and that next shot he takes, he'll look totally different.
Right.
Wow. Ornette Gaines with the
left-handed shot.
Left-handed post move looked like Mo Gaines.
Woo. This guy got that juice. Kraut, and he's going to be fouled by Glasper on the reach. Will be the seventh. Be a 1-and-1 for the Mounties of Rogers. Rex Kraut at the line.
I think that's Glasper's second or third foul as well.
Keith is set to check in, replacing Glasper. First one by Kraut is good. Makes it 29-15. 1 minute and 31 seconds to go here in the half. Second one by Kraut is also good. I'm sorry, 29-15 Fayetteville. Haney in the front court. Stolen away, Liddell. He gets it to Kraut. Kraut with the up and under. Good. Rex Kraut with a nice move inside. Haney. Ball's knocked away. It's going to stay with Fayetteville. And sure, who are they going to give it to? It's going to stay with Fayetteville.
Yeah, it landed on a Rogers player out of bounds. I think it was the last hit of Fayetteville hand, but it landed on a Rogers player.
Inbound Gaines. He'll shoot the deep three. No good off the iron. Rebound comes to Liddell. I'm sorry, it was Cash. Off of Porsche. Loose ball. Cash stolen away by Irk. He's got numbers for Haney. Irk. Gaines. Trying to look to get in. Nice flip up, no good. Rebound comes to Cash. Tip, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with Rogers with 37.5 to go. Other scores in our games going on. Little Rock Southwest is at Catholic. Rogers Heritage is at Harbor tonight. North Little Rock, big one, at Northside. Bentonville West is at Bentonville. All times at 7 and 7:30 tip-offs. That Little Rock Northside game, Derek, woo.
Man, there's only one place I'd rather be, and that's here.
Right.
Every other option I'd be at Northside right now.
Absolutely.
Sitting with my buddy Coach Neighbors, VIP seating, watching Khalil Ware, Nick Smith.
Yes. 36.6 to go. Rogers with the basketball, down 29-17. Cunningham.
Eric Burnett's Northside team, my college teammate. Great defense by Irk.
Cunningham. About 6-second difference shot clock, game clock. Cunningham, and he's going to be bumped by Brylan Sims. He'll go to the line for the 1-and-1 with 15 seconds in the half.
Glasper and Haney are going to check back in for the offensive possession following these shots. Glasper's got 2 fouls. You want to make sure he doesn't get a charge on this.
Yes. Cunningham at the line for the 1-and-1, or he's at a 2-shot foul. First one is good.
I guess they called that on the shot.
We'll get him after the game. We'll get the poor girl. Second one is good. 29-19. Haney, he'll shoot the free throw jumper off. In. Haney gets the nice shooter's touch.
A lot of contact on that, too.
So here at the half here at Mountie Arena on the campus of Rogers High School in Rogers, Arkansas, the Fayetteville Bulldogs lead it 31-19. We'll take a real quick break, and then we'll be back with our players of the game, Lauren Lindsay, Jayla Johnson, Mo Gaines, and Winter Beck. You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Hill Media TV. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
BBTV Network.
Crashing the glass. Got it? Communicate, run the floor. Here we go. Oh, you handed me right there. The volleyball line. It's about focus. It's about coming out here and doing what we ask you to do. I hear some of you coaching, but I don't see a lot of That's the difference between being able to play varsity basketball someday is being able to listen and do exactly what we ask you to do. Notice I stopped the whole practice for that one thing. Go.
Hey, welcome to Rogers Mounting's Gymnasium. We're at halftime of the boys' game. Huge girls' victory in the game that led up to this. We're with Lauren Lindsay, the senior leader of this team. Lauren, tell us a little bit about just the relief of getting that little streak over with.
I mean, we were all so excited. I'm excited. Everybody else is excited. It feels just like right when we got done, it was just took a deep breath, like, oh, finally, got the monkey off our back. So we're all excited.
One of the things that I noticed watching the game was it seemed like our energy looked different from the jump. First play of the game for us on defense was a steal by Winter. Talk about was that a planned thing? Was that a discussion that you had that, hey, maybe our energy hadn't been there?
Yeah, I mean, we've realized that, we've been struggling to play together as a team, and just lack of effort from everybody, including myself, and we just took that bit into loss, like, we got to figure it out. We have 4 games left, and so I think that, Coach Rimmer told us we were going to come out with a lot of energy, and that's what we did. We hit him in the mouth and didn't let him back up. So
yeah, I also thought you guys did a great job sharing the ball. Mm-hmm. You're known as a shooter. I've watched you shoot 10,000 three-point shots at Fayetteville Athletic Club since you were little bitty. You're a pure shooter. Mm-hmm. Talk about the mentality of when everybody knows on the other team, I'm going to keep Lauren Lindsay from beating me from 3. Talk about the way you drive and find other people.
I mean, I think I'm very good at dribbling with my head up. I know that people are going to guard me, pressure me out, so dribbling past them. And then if my layup's not open, I know there's help from this side. I know there's someone in the corner. So, I mean, I just very good at reading the defense.
Well, phenomenal game. You bring the defense every game. If we did player of the game based on defense alone, you're the best defender. You work so hard every game. I love watching you play. One last question for you. Canes or Slims?
Canes.
All right. Okay, well, I hope neither of them are a sponsor. Well, I hope Canes is. If you aren't, maybe next week you can get us. So, hey, Lauren, thanks for joining us. We've got a packed roster. You guys played great.
Yes.
We're going with Mo Gaines next.
Thank you.
All right, here we are live coming in. This is like basketball play set. You got to be ready to go right when you get here.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the energy level. I asked the same question to Lauren. You guys look different, visibly different. You're hustling down the court. You're hustling with, like, every little crease you see you guys are going to get it. Talk about the mindset and how you turn that on.
Definitely just like we've been struggling, playing as a team and having that energy. And so after that Bentonville loss, our coaches really sat us down and had a talk with us. It was like, we've got to turn it up a notch and play as a team. And so after that, we sat down and had a talk in the locker room together and just talked around. Was like, we got to play as a team and finish these last games out strong. And so that was really important for us. And so our attitudes just changed and we were a lot more positive with each other, and that helped.
I talked to Pat about this during the game, that sometimes as players we think about, oh my gosh, if we don't get a certain seeding in the tournament, or where are we ranked in the conference? Yeah. But really it comes down to, they're going to blow the horn, and then they're going to blow one at the end. Mm-hmm. What am I doing right now? Mm-hmm. And I thought you guys capitalized on every opportunity you could. Great energy, great effort.
Yes,
I want to ask you one question about, have you been watching the boys' game?
Yes, sir.
Did you teach Ornette that left-handed post move?
Got to. I'm left-handed. I told him. Yeah, I told him that. Everything.
You started the day off with 4 straight post moves.
Yes, sir.
Was that a decision that you made? I'm going to see a couple of them go in, and then the threes will follow?
Yes, sir. Definitely, I don't know, it was just a different mindset for me tonight. I wanted to get that win. And after I hit that first left-hand layup, I told myself nobody can stop me, and so I just kept going. And I proved it. Nobody could stop me going to my left, so I just kept going, and it worked for me.
Excellent. All right, last question. Barbecue sauce or ranch?
Ooh. I'm going to go with ranch.
Okay.
I'm going to go with ranch.
That's the correct answer.
I'm going to go with ranch.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for joining us, Mo. We're moving to Jayla Johnson next. We're on this speed interview show here. Jayla, you're on the clock. Tell me about the confidence that you brought in the lane today versus I've watched you play several games, and your shots inside have been rimming out. They've been right there. Today you shot with complete confidence. You look like someone who belonged there. Different mindset going into this game?
I just, after practice, I just went out and, practiced on my layups if I wasn't on or if I am on, to just try to get it right in games because they've been in and out. And so I knew I had to, work more on it. And I just kept on working at it to improve it tonight.
So Mo and Lauren both talked about Mo and Lowe. Can I say that? Can I go with that? We're going to go with that. Mo and Lowe talked about how you guys had, the coaches have been telling you all year certain things, and you guys had a meeting amongst yourselves about the energy and playing well as a team. What is that? What effect did that have on you? Was that something you thought about tonight at tip and as you got ready for the game?
I think that talk that we had a big impact on the game. It helped us come more as a team because lately the other games that we haven't been really playing as a team, and we shared the ball well tonight, and we just looked like a team out there and shared the ball.
You're often called the guard post players. You end up having to down low and boxing out, and today you got 3 or 4 over the back calls on them. Do you know going into the game, I'm going to be in that position, so I'm going to block out on every shot?
I'm prepared because I kind of have the height, so I just have to prepare myself if I get in that position and just watch the post players that do guard them, and see how they do it, and I just follow.
All right, last question. Better hooper, your mom or your dad?
I have to say my mom.
Good call. Good call. Hey, look, Ron's got good handles, but the shot's questionable.
He's the football person.
That's right. All right, thank you, Jayla, for joining us. Congratulations on the big win, and we're going to pass it off and get Winter Beck in here. Winter Beck, we're on the speed interview. Hey, talk about the energy that you brought to this game versus what we've seen lately from this team.
I honestly couldn't even tell you. I just wanted to win. That was the type of energy I had. I wanted to see each one of my teammates do great. Then just be there for each other, hype each other up. That's the type of energy I wanted to do.
So, but tonight I saw you get a couple of layups because you sprinted down the court without the ball. You beat everybody down the court and you got the pass and got the layup. Then I saw at halftime, the horn went and you sprinted to the locker room and you were upbeat and you were happy.
Yeah.
Was that a mindset that you chose before the game that I'm going to come out a certain kind of way?
Yes, because just off the past games how I've been, just basically if my teammates see me happy, they're going to be happy. Or if they see me doing well, they're going to try to do well. So it's just all just a little team effort right there.
You see that first 3 go down.
Yes.
You know it's on, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't know if this is a question, but I want to say that you got really hot.
Yeah.
You hit a bunch of shots, and I saw in the second half you had the opportunity to force some shots and kind of feel, hey, how hot am I? But you penetrated and created shots for your teammates. Mm-hmm. Talk about how you fight off the urge, because I know it was there. I'm a player. Yeah. I know that you were thinking, oh, my God, I can go for 30 right now.
Yeah.
But how do you choose to keep your teammates involved instead?
Just because I feel like if I miss a shot, that's a bad shot, just in my head, even if it's not. So if I see, even my teammates is calling, if I see when I'm open, if I know I got a layup, I'm going to still pass it to them and let them do what they got to do and try to score.
Well, I think you were 8 for 9 from the field, so pretty good decision making today. Great game. Congrats on the win, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And look here, we are back to live action. Shot up by Rogers, no good. Rebounded by Gaines.
Glasper. Gaines a deep 3, good.
In 1973, this is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have 2 locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring...
In Mountie Arena, OG Ernest Gaines on the 3-point attempt to make it 34-19. Three-pointer. Grayson Cash, 34-22 Fayetteville. 7 minutes here early in the third period.
Yeah, if you guys didn't get to see it, we came out right out of the half with Gaines with another 25-footer. He has not been shy from three tonight.
Gaines, skip across to Erk. Jack will go to the make a move to the go, and he's going to be fouled as he'll go to the line for two. I believe Grayson Cash charged with the foul.
Yeah, Erk sort of forced the action on that, but you put the onus on the official to make that call.
Right.
And you end up at the free throw line. Erk's a great free throw shooter.
Right. Erk hits the first of the two shot foul.
We're back to the original starting lineup with Erk and Keith in there. Again, different look for them than they've had over the last 10 games or so.
Right. Erk, second one is up. No good. Rebound, Porsche. 35-22, Fayetteville. Cash will go up, no good. Loose ball rebound comes to Jack Erk. He'll leave it ahead to Haney.
Yeah, Garner and Gaines were fighting. The two biggest guys on the court were fighting for that ball, and Erk just came and said, I'll take it.
Erk on the drive. He'll skip it. Be knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with Fayetteville underneath. It's on goal on the baseline. Jack Erk set to inbound. Loose ball. And I believe it's going to go to Rogers off of Fayetteville.
So Gaines get pretty good position inside and tried to do a wraparound pass, and maybe you'd like to see him go up with that little baby hook right there.
Good point, good point. Cunningham in the front court for the Mounties of Rogers. Liddell on the drive. Nice closeout by Haney. Cunningham picks up his dribble. Porsche with the mid-range jumper. No good. Up high, Ornette Gaines. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Fayetteville. Side out. Right in front of the Rogers student section here at Mountie Arena.
Man, Gaines has made some passes, some skip passes and some long passes today that when you start playing those Central Arkansas schools, those are not going to work.
Right,
you
good
don't
point.
want to see him lulled into that habit.
Glasper with jumper. No good. Tipped away comes the Gaines. He'll go back up with the move. Nice move for the Deuce. Ornette Gaines for two. Cunningham into the front court. Porsche with the basketball.
Gaines with 18, by the way.
Oh.
7 of 11 from the floor. In fact, all of his misses have been from three.
Skip. Nice closeout stolen, and they're going to get the block by Cash. I don't think that little iffy on that one, D. Little iffy.
Yeah, great job by Erk. I think that had Erk not ended up with the ball, that call wouldn't have happened. But
Right.
There was a little contact, and he ended up with the ball, and I think the official decided there was some advantage.
Good point.
I thought it was really good defense.
I did. I thought. Kraut, backdoor. Liddell goes up ball. No good. Garner. And he'll stick it back for the two. Joel Garner ahead to Keith. He'll go up, and there's going to be a block on Cunningham as Sawyer Keith will go to the line to shoot two for the Purple Dogs.
He just did
That could have went either way.
He just did one of my favorite officiating moves. The hand goes up behind the head to make a charge call, and then bam, down to the hips. He changed his mind. He first thought it was going to be a charge, and he sort of assessed the situation and said, nah, it's a block.
First one by Keith, rolls around and drops in good. Makes 38-24 Fayetteville. 4:43 to go here in third period. Sawyer's second one is also good. 39-24 Fayetteville. Kraut. Liddell on the drive. Three-pointer by Cunningham. No good. Rims around. Fight for the rebound. Knocked around loose. Garner comes out of there with it, and he's going to be fouled by Erk. Jack Irk will pick up the personal foul.
Hey, Irk fouled him as high as he could possibly foul him. Like, he went up to contest the shot like he was a 6'5" center.
Yes. Joel Garner at the line for 2, set to check in for Fayetteville. Mason Simpson. Garner's first one rattles around and falls in. Simpson will check in, replacing Jack Irk in the lineup.
Man, Irk is 6'7" in his heart.
Garner's second free throw is also good. 39-26, 4:22. Inbound comes to Haney. Jaden will bring it into the front court for the Dogs. Real patient. Three-pointer. Off the iron. Rebound comes to Cunningham. Liddell. Oh. Down low. Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Rogers. As Simpson gets a hand on it.
Yeah, Simpson 0 for 2 from 3. That was a pretty good look. Keith's going to take a break as Whitty comes in.
Inbound, Garner. Good. Jansen Garner for the inbound for 2. Makes it 39-28 Fayetteville. Glasper. Dogs need to get a bucket here. Nice ball movement. Three-pointer on the Whitty with the rebound. Bounce pass stolen. Ahead to Cunningham. Rogers with the numbers. Cash. And he's going to be fouled. I believe that's Liddell down. And does not look good.
Yeah, it's an ankle turn. He was gathering to try to elevate. Like I said, he's a tough leaper. Whitty really got his body into him. It wasn't anything malicious, but it's certainly hurt his ankle.
Right. Graham Whitty charged with the personal foul for Fayetteville.
Well, Liddell is such an important part of their
really
team.
Is.
I hope he gets up from this and they can finish this thing out with him.
Right.
You know, we talked earlier when Fayetteville took a big lead, and I said those three-point shots aren't going to be there the whole game. And when they don't happen, Rogers will get it close.
Right.
And then it'll be Glasper time. Well, Rogers is in a position right now to cut it under 10.
Right.
And Fayetteville hasn't gotten good looks the last couple trips down, so
Liddell will be helped off of the court. Our prayers and hopes, but it does not look good as he's heading back to the locker room, the training room, being given assistance.
yeah, he's not able to put any weight on that foot.
Oh.
Man, I've had ankle turns that felt like the world was going to end, and I've played later in that game, so hopefully that happens with him too.
Nick Quinn will be shooting the free throws for Liddell as he hit the first of 2 free throws to make it 39-29. Quinn set for the second free throw attempt. It is also good. 39-30 Fayetteville. 3:15 here in the third period. Haney in the front court.
Well, it's Glasper time, right?
Ball pressured by the Mounties. Glasper splits. Good, Landon Glasper. You called it, yo. I guess he hears you when you say that.
Man, just dudes that are buckets just know when it's time.
Trout trying to get inside. He'll shoot the mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound to Whitty. Ahead to Simpson. Mason for the 3. Off the iron. Cunningham into the front court. Off to Quinn. He'll flip it up. Good. And the block. Graham Whitty will be called for the foul.
So Quinn comes in for the injured Liddell, makes 2 free throws, then makes this drive. I don't think there was any contact, but he did make the bucket on his own. So this point will be a freebie.
Right. Nick Quinn at the line for the and one opportunity. Free throws up and good. Makes it 41-33.
What year is he? He looks like a sophomore.
Nick Quinn is a junior, 6'1" junior.
He's come in and give him a little spark.
Yeah, he has. Ball knocked away. And Haney's going to be called for the ball. Good call. I thought he was going to get away with it, but the official caught it.
Yeah, he lifted that pivot foot and dribbled. You can lift it and pass or shoot, but once it comes up and you dribble, that's travel.
Fayetteville a little out of sorts on the offensive end. Been there with a little momentum. Kraut with the basketball. Picks up his dribble. He'll leave it off. Cunningham down in there. Poor Shea. He's being guarded out high by Glasper. And Cunningham for three. No good. Gaines with the rebound. He'll leave it for Glasper.
Well, that's a lot of contact.
Woo! Man.
Glasper getting roughed up out there.
Yeah, if they're going to let him play, you don't have a problem if it's both ends. Glasper off to Gaines.
Still plenty of time to shoot.
Gaines working his way in. He'll give it to Glasper, knocked away Cunningham. Bad pass there by the Dogs.
Yeah, what Rogers does a great job of is they don't let you cut freely. They guard really, really hard away from the ball.
Cunningham goes all the way good. As Fayetteville will call a timeout with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go here in the third period. The Dogs, and they're going to get a foul on Garner. Fayetteville will get the timeout here in the third period. Dogs leading it 41-35. Big, and this half has not been the type of half. I mean, it's pretty much been Rogers gaining momentum and just chipping away into this lead.
Yeah, it hasn't been any amazing shooting by Rogers. They've worked hard. They've gotten good possessions. On the other end, they've just been guarding. They've made passing difficult.
Right.
And Coach Stamps is probably talking to the team right now about the mindset that you have to have on offense. You have to be patient, and you got to take it when it happens. You can't have your mind made up on the possession.
Right.
Well, this is going to be an Ornette possession. This is
Right.
going to be a Landon possession. When they overplay like that, you got to back cut. You got to screen away from the ball.
Good point.
He's going to work on getting them some shots that are based on how they're being overplayed
Good
right now.
point. Fayetteville will have the basketball with 6:17. A minute and 4 to go here in the third period. They're up 41-35 as Graham Whitty makes his way to the baseline for the inbound. Dogs need a bucket in the worst way to kind of kill some of this Rogers momentum.
Well, look, Fayetteville's on pace for an 85-point game right now. They're playing really, really well offensively, but defensively you like to see a little bit better effort.
Good point. Haney. As Quinn's going to pick him up full court, he'll back off. Haney into the front court.
I'm not sure Haney can be guarded like that. He'll go by you if you get out on him that far.
Gaines. Gaines got a mismatch. He'll go up with the layup. Good, and the block. Gaines will have the and one opportunity as Quinn's going to be called for the block. Standing right over the goal. No way that wasn't a block.
Yeah, Gaines is so good around the basket with his touch. I mean, that's a tough drive. He's got a defender underneath him. He just lays it up so soft.
Absolutely. Ornette, I believe that's 21 for Gaines.
Yeah, 8 of 12 from the floor, too. You know, he's
4
really, really
three-pointers,
efficient.
isn't it? Poor Shea with the basketball. 45 seconds to go here in the third period. Cash to Kraut.
Good recovery by Glasper. Cash
Drive
wanted to
in the
shoot
lane, left hand, and he's going to be fouled by Whitty. He likes to go left a lot, as does Kraut offensively.
I thought that was pretty good defense by Whitty. Haney may have reached in and got the actual foul, but I would be fine with Whitty taking that. That's his third foul, though.
At the scores table, set to check in. First one by Kraut is good. Keith will check in, replacing Graham Whitty in the lineup. Keith, Glasper, Gaines, Armstrong, and Haney are your 5 Bulldogs. Garner, Cash, Porsche, Quinn and Kraut are your 5 Rogers Mounties. Inbound comes. And they're going to get the foul on Cash. Ooh, a little ticky-tat there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but it will turn the shot clock off.
30.7 to go. Dogs will play for the last shot of the period, up 7-44. And in front court, Armstrong, the game's back to Armstrong. He'll get it back to Haney. Haney being guarded out high by Quinn.
Man, I'd get Gaines a touch in the post right here. He is not closely guarded. I don't know why he's counting him right there. But.
Oh, neither. Haney, he'll drive down the lane. Intercept it. As Garner will go. He'll shoot the buck. No good as it gets stuck at the end of 3 here in Mountie Arena on the campus of Rogers High School in Rogers, Arkansas. The Fayetteville Bulldogs lead it 44-37. You said that they would make a runs. Basketball is a game of runs, and that just seems like that's what Rogers made in that 3rd quarter. They were able to cut a little bit off of that lead.
Yeah, they got it down to 6 at one point, Pat. And what you look, every team in this conference is going to come at you. It's a tough conference. There aren't any games that are guaranteed blowouts. And Rogers is as well coached as anybody in this league. They are extremely difficult to play against because they guard you. They're committed to defense. They've lost some games that you say, how could they lose to that team? Offensively, they're not necessarily blessed. But defensively, man, they will make you work. And getting the second time through, look, they lost by 1 to Fayetteville.
Good point.
So they come into this game
and had a
thinking,
chance at the end to win that.
Yeah, they come down thinking, we've had this team ready with a knockout blow ready to happen. We have seen the film. We've played them. We're ready. We're battle tested. Nobody's young anymore in this at this time of the season, so it doesn't surprise me at all that every one of these games is tough. And that's what's so impressive about Fayetteville's 10-0 conference record.
Good point.
Everybody's coming after them,
and
they keep finding a way, and you expect they'll find a way again tonight.
Inbound for the 4th and final period, Fayetteville. Haney in the front court. 44-37, Fayetteville. Stolen away by Kraut. Not a good pass. Ahead to Porche. He'll go up off the backboard. Good. 44-39. Glasper. No good. Cunningham. Porche. He'll shoot the mid-range. Good.
And you start to see him get a little confidence. 3-point game. It's what we've talked about before.
And Rogers is going to get a timeout.
I'm not sure how Rogers is able to call a timeout while we had the ball, but
I'm not understanding how that happened. 44-41. Fayetteville, they'll have the basketball.
Well, again, you watch remember Southside, those guys got a little close, and all of a sudden those 2 guards started hitting those little mid-range shots because they start feeling it.
Right.
We talked about in the women's game tonight, a little bit of energy, and all of a sudden the shots look a little better. And that's what you're seeing right here.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying Fayetteville ought to just run this team out of the gym. I didn't expect that from the jump, to be honest. But Fayetteville has to take better care of the ball. I saw what Glasper was trying to do on that last pass. Gaines was cutting down the baseline. But here's what Rogers did. They cut your cut.
Right.
So if you can't freely move in your motion offense, you have to be patient and can't throw anticipation passes.
Fayetteville would insert Irk into the lineup, replacing Armstrong. Glasper. Haney. 12 on the shot clock. 7. Keith. He'll go down the lane. Shot up, no good. And it's going to go over to Rogers on the loose ball. Fayetteville totally out of sorts here for about the last 3.5, 4 minutes.
It looks like they've decided to guard Gaines and Glasper and let anybody else beat you.
6.5. Stolen away from Gaines. He'll go all the way up with the dunkaroo! OG style.
Boy, that's a momentum play.
Cash. Porche, short jumper, no good. Rebound, Porche. He'll go back up with it with the right hand, good. Ball stolen by Cunningham. And he's going to go up, and he's going to be fouled by Haney.
Those long passes will come back to get you. You
Right.
get a little bit comfortable. The big dunk by Gaines was a big momentum play. Then what we gave up on the other end was an
Right.
offensive rebound putback. You
Right.
got to capitalize on that.
Good point.
Build on that.
Good point. Fayetteville up 46-43 with 5:59 to go. Inbound, Porche. He'll drive. Cunningham.
Glasper told him, "You're not going to get by me."
Porche to Cash. He's going to drive it inside. Good. 46-45 Fayetteville.
It's only Cash's 4th points of the game. No, he's got 8. He's got 8. He's a pretty good player.
Glasper with the basketball. And they're going to get the foul on Porche.
That's Whitty doing a great job.
That's going to be a 1-and-1 for Fayetteville. I believe that's the sixth team
yep.
foul. Next team foul. Both teams will be in the 1-and-1.
And I'm amazed by how Rogers rotations, they just throw in, they'll play 9 players.
Right.
And they'll rotate them in. It seems sort of haphazard. And every single one that comes in will guard you.
Crowton Quinn checks in. Porche and Cash will check out. Glasper on the drive. He'll go up off the backboard. No good. Rebound comes to.
Yeah, Glasper had to pull the string on that one a little bit. There was somebody waiting to take a charge underneath. Great backside help by Rogers.
Right. Quinn. Crowd on the drive. Oh, and he's going to be called for the travel. 2 extra steps.
Yeah, good defense by Glasper. Got his hand on the ball.
That was a good call. It was a good call.
Yeah, the crowd's not happy with it, but it was pretty good defense.
It was a good call.
1-point ball game again.
Into the front court. Haney for the Bulldogs. Glasper off the backboard. Good. Landon Glasper with the mid-range jumper. Dogs up 3. 4.5 to
11. He's only shot 11 times. He's 5 of 11. He's still got a little bit left in him. I'd be shocked if he ends up under 20.
Right. Down. And Garner tight ropes it. That receiver came out in him. 9 on the shot clock. Garner. He'll try to get it. Crowd, it'll be out of bounds to Fayetteville.
Good job again by Glasper, the sort of unsung defender.
Right.
And then Graham Whitty, the guy that we expect. Right. They put Crowd in a position where he couldn't catch the ball. Really good defense.
Point. Inbound comes to Haney. Dogs with the lead and the basketball. A little over 4 minutes to go, 48-45. Glasper. Landon for the 3. No good. Porche with the rebound. He'll go off the backboard, no good. Garner with the rebound. Good. Joe Garner.
Getting beat on the offensive rebound again.
Dogs back up 1. Hurt. Ball almost knocked away. Loose. And there's going to be a tie-up. It's going to go over to Rogers. Right now, it's all hustle plays. Rogers is wanting it just a little bit more. than the Purple Dogs.
Yeah, I bet Coach Stamps is going to have a discussion in that about how you had 2 Bulldogs around the ball, one Mountie, and the Mountie was on the floor and the Bulldogs weren't.
Right, good point. Good point. A little over 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Dogs lead at 48-47 over the Mounties of Rogers. Mounties will have the basketball. Dogs have to get refocused in this last 3.5. Just seems to have lost a little focus. I mean, and my question would be, I mean, they only have to, with the fact that they just have to win 2 of their remaining 4 games to be conference champs. With a young basketball team and they're looking ahead, I mean, do you think that could be playing a factor in tonight's ball game? Rogers comes in with not the record. Do you think there might be just a slight drop-off after getting out to that big lead in the first half?
Yeah, I think they came into the game with the right mindset. But look, some of that early stuff was fool's gold. You can't count on 27-foot threes as as what's going to get you through the game.
Right.
I'd like to see Gaines work around the paint a little bit more. He's facing up, playing, sort of a 3. Really, he's tough to guard around the block for anybody. I don't think Garner can stay down there with him. I know Garner's long and physical.
Good point.
But Ornette's just too savvy. He's too smart around there. If he gets the ball in the block, he's going to score.
Pourche will inbound the basketball for Rogers with 3:17 to go. Dogs up 48-47. Cunningham will bring it into the front court. Dogs in a man-to-man. Pourche blocked by Gaines. Saved by Haney.
He's gained 6 blocks today.
Big defensive stop there for Fayetteville. Make a note of that one. Quinn's chasing Glasper. Glasper on the drive. He'll go up off the backboard. Good. Landon Glasper, as Fayetteville will call a quick timeout. 50-47.
Man, Glasper has such a knack and such good body control. He will elevate and twist and get through the defense. And it's uncanny. I love watching him play. He's not a pure score like you think of some guys as. This guy's a pure shooter.
Good point.
He's going to just got the elbow under the ball. He's like gone to Steve Alford shooting camp. It's going to look perfect every time. Sometimes his threes don't look the same as the last one.
Right.
Sometimes he shoots a shot inside that you think there's no possible way he got that shot off. He's just a creative scorer. I love watching him play.
Excellent.
I tell my friends, come watch this kid, man. Like, you got a guy that is scoring 25 points a game.
How many does he have tonight? 13 or
He's
15?
got 13.
Tonight, if he doesn't get it, it'll be the first non-20-point conference win of the season. He's been that good.
He's about to shoot some free throws and get a run out. He's going to end on 20.
Cunningham into the front court for the Mounties of Rogers. 2:28 to go left in the ball game. Dogs up 50-47.
Great defense by Haney right there. Boy, when he sets his mind to it, he's on the ball. He's so tough.
Down low. Loose ball, knocked away. Erk comes out of there with it for the Bulldogs. Glasper.
Boy, Glasper wanted to pull that
He
one.
really did. On the drive, he'll shoot the mid-range. Good, Landon Glasper. Woo! All buckets. All buckets.
All buckets all day.
Quinn with the basketball, guarded. Out high by Gaines.
Boy, that's a 5 call right there. Gaines locked him up for a long time.
Cunningham. Pourche with the jumper. Good.
Good defensive possession.
Lonzo Pourche makes it 52-50 with 1:33 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they're 2 for 9 from 3 now. That was their second 3 of the game. And
Pourche's brought energy to this basketball
He
team.
hit a couple of mid-range shots earlier, feeling his confidence a little bit. I thought the defense was phenomenal on that possession.
Good point.
That's tough on you when you go and play defense for 34 seconds and the guy drains a corner 3.
Good point. Really good point.
But look, backside defense. If you play good help side defense, the best way to beat it is for someone to penetrate or throw a good skip pass, and then you got to recover. In that recovery time, Pourche took advantage of it. But I got to be honest, I'm happy if Porsche is the guy shooting at him. You got a team 1 for 8 from 3.
Right.
You got a guy who doesn't shoot a high percentage from 3.
And both teams, next team foul on both teams, they'll be in the 1-and-1. If you're Fayetteville, you want to lay up, get to the rim, kind of work it down. Don't get a shot clock violation, but try to attack the rim and have the ref make a call.
Man, I think I would try to play this as straight as I could. I'd pretend this was the second possession of the game. It's a minute 33.
Constant
You got a
aggression.
shot clock. You're not going. I don't think that now's the time to burn clock.
Good deal. Good point. Fayetteville will break the huddle.
I think you're
with
patient.
the basketball.
You're patient, and if something opens up, go take advantage of
Right.
it. If it doesn't and you happen to burn 30 seconds, great.
93 seconds left here in the ball game. Dogs lead it by 2. Graham Whitty set to inbound for Fayetteville. As it goes in Gaines, he'll bring it into the front court.
And what a luxury to have a guy like Gaines, your 5, that can bring the ball down late in the game as a 1.
Glasper time.
It's obviously Glasper time.
Off to Whitty. We'll leave it for Gaines.
Smart play by Haney. Wasn't
Yes.
sure if that was going to count as a dribble or not. Oh, that went off of the. Did that not go off the defender?
I think it was a high throw.
I thought it went off the defender's head.
104. Mounties with the basketball with a chance to tie or take the lead. 1 minute to go. Cunningham. Cash for 3. No good. Air ball. Haney will get the basketball. Leave it for Glasper. 45 seconds to go. About a 16-second difference, shot clock to game clock. A bucket here would be really big for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're content to burn some clock. Rogers isn't going to foul.
Stolen away by Cunningham. Cash. Porsche. Fayetteville on the scramble ball. Stolen. Jack Irk will come out of there with it with 6.8 to go, and he will be fouled. Derek, talk about that senior. That's a play only a senior could make. That's game-changing plays. I mean, we don't talk about him enough and his value to this basketball team. Maybe the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, absolutely the biggest play of the game. You like to see him go down and knock a couple of these down. 6.8, huge possession. That was great defense by a lot of folks, and a scramble, and underneath the basket, Irk comes away with it.
2 free throws here. We'll do it. Irk, and good. Makes it a 3-point ball game with 6.8 to go. 53-50 Fayetteville.
That's what seniors do.
Irk. He eyes it. He skies it. Off the iron. Rebound comes to Cash. Cunningham in the front court. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with .4. Ball will be Fayetteville.
I wouldn't be surprised if they look at the clock a little. I thought it went out at about .8, but I don't know if they've got any way of measuring that.
I think they're going to go with the .4.
So it's going to have to be a tip 3, which seems fairly unlikely.
53-50 Fayetteville with .4 seconds to go. Full timeout by the Rogers Mounties. You just guard the 3 right there. Run them off the 3-point line.
Yeah, absolutely. Give
And
up
do
whatever.
not foul a 3-point shooter.
I don't think at .4 that you can catch
It's almost
the ball and
impossible
shoot.
to get a play off.
Hey, if they tip in a 3 to go to overtime, I'm going to just tip my cap to them.
I'm going to walk to Fayetteville if this happens. We've got .4 seconds to go in the ball game. Rogers will have the ball on its baseline with .4 seconds to go, down 53-50.
If I'm Rogers, what I think about doing right here is bait one of the Fayetteville players into guarding the lob inside. you're going to fake it to the outside, right? Have your guy go to the hole, and you hope Fayetteville thinks, I've got to go stop this, and you get an and one on a tip. But Fayetteville is just going to play the three-point line, and that's
Cunningham. The three-pointer by Cash, no good. So at the end of the ball game, Fayetteville wins it in a close one, 53-50 to go to 19-4, 11-0 in the conference. We'll be joined by Coach Vic Rimmer here momentarily, and then we'll have our players of the game along with Coach Brad Stamps in the postgame show. Once again, Fayetteville wins it 53-50. You've been watching Bulldog basketball on the Hill Media TV. We'll be right back.
Hey, move this one a little closer.
Arkansas. I am Darren Storms with Storms Orthodontics. Here at Storms Orthodontics, we're proud to be able to sponsor the Fayetteville Bulldogs for this upcoming season. We wish you guys the best of luck. Have a safe and happy and healthy football season. Go Dogs. Good luck, boys.
Perfect.
They went crazy tonight, man. I missed the game, but I heard they went crazy tonight. Played well. Yeah.
Hello, Northwest Arkansas. I am Darren Storms with Storms Orthodontics. Here at Storms Orthodontics, we're proud to
I worked,
Fayetteville Bulldogs for
did
this
Rick.
upcoming season.
Oh.
Wish you guys the best of luck.
I'll tell you later.
Safe
Okay.
and happy and healthy football season. Go Dogs. Good luck, boys.
All right, we're back at Rogers Mountie Gymnasium. The men's basketball team just pulled off a three-point win, another barn burner. Everybody in the conference coming hard for them. We're here with the coach from the earlier game, which was not nearly the barn burner that that one was. Great game, Coach Rimmer.
Yeah.
Your team needed that. It felt like a lot of medicine out there.
Yeah, to follow up on this boys game, Fayetteville had it in their hands for a second, and then Rogers played such good defense. It was a good finish off. Congrats to Stamps and the boys. I think they're 11-0 now, and I think if they win Friday, they got first place locked up. But yeah, our game, man, we shot the ball well. You know, and it's teenagers for you. If you're shooting well, you play better defense, I guess. I mean, it's a better mindset. Kids are, I don't know, I guess they get a little more excited about what they're doing and give more effort on both ends. I felt like the early shooting we had really rolled over into really good defensive possessions. We got some key stops and gave Rogers probably a tougher go than what we did the first time we played them.
Yeah, the first possession tonight started off with a Winterbeck steal.
Yeah.
And then the first buckets we got were inside post moves by Mo. I haven't seen Mo try to score inside, and I haven't seen Winter try to go for steals. So I'm wondering if the energy leads to the good shooting rather than the good shooting leading to the energy.
It appeared so. Just to be transparent with you, we've had some internal riff this week, and we had a big hash out session, and there were some tears. But I think what you saw tonight was the finished product of a team that kind of had split a little bit. You saw that Friday night, played really bad, and a team that had come back together tonight. And we did a lot of things really well. We haven't had a game where we did that many things right in a long time. So it's a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, we interviewed 4 of your players.
Yeah.
To a T, all 4 of them said, we had a team meeting.
Okay, I didn't know if they. Okay.
They said, Coach gave us a lot to work on, and then we had a meeting amongst ourselves, and we decided we weren't playing as a team.
Right.
And I thought tonight, the way they shared the ball and the way that they had confidence to finish the assist, that's what I saw in looking up, is that you'd get a good pass, and they're so afraid to mess up the assist that it was like tense.
Yeah, so it was, and when I went in the locker room after the game, I told them our energy and our effort was great, but what made my heart feel so good is what you just said, how we shared the basketball. And those kids are resilient, but man, if they don't like each other, they're not going to play well together. And I think yesterday and into today, they've begun to like each other again and appreciate each other for who they are as people, maybe not on the basketball court, and it showed today. I think every time we made a really good pass, you're right, it's like an exceptional pass, I think we made that shot. And it just, what that did for the bench, what it did for the kids, the assister and the shooter, and to see the excitement in the other kids on the floor, the other 3 kids on the floor when that went, it was like elation and, yeah, a little bit of relief, I think so, too.
Yeah, I thought that a great example of it was late in the game, or early in the fourth quarter. Winner's on a heater. She's 8 of 9 from the floor.
Sure.
And so in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to see how hot I am.
Uh-huh.
And instead, she was creating shots for other people. And I thought that said a lot for her approach to this game. And I'll be honest, I talked to her and said, I haven't seen this energy from you all year.
Right.
And I thought she played phenomenal defense. She had
She
several
did.
steals.
She did.
She passed the ball. You said the last time I talked to you that she's as talented an offensive player and toolkit as anybody you've had.
I had a McDonald's All-American, and I've had several kids go Division I basketball, Karaya back, and several other kids, and she is the most creative from 23 feet to right at the rim as I've ever had, and she showed that tonight. And I tell you, she's watched a lot of film with us. That she's getting downhill, and the other team is doing everything they can to shut that down, and she's seeing where the help is coming from and trying to give the ball to her teammates. But I don't want her to get too unselfish. You know, there's a fine line there where we don't want her to give up, because there's a couple of times tonight where she just dogged it, put her shoulder down, got the rim, and finished the play. You want her to continue to do that, but that unselfish play sure makes everybody else feel good.
Yeah, I thought that the way that Jayla finished around the basket, she looked so much more confident releasing the ball. I thought she's sometimes undersized in who she has to guard. She did a great job of boxing out. We've been getting killed on the boards, and I saw that. Was that a focus with her? Or with the team?
It's a focus for the whole team as far as the blocking out part of it, and we always know we're undersized. I think it goes to that energy level and that effort. The technique's one thing, but actually physically doing it and mentally deciding to do it is another thing. And Jayla is, I don't, folks remember last 3 years, Ariana Seda, her ability to just go get offensive rebounds. And the semifinal game against Conway last year, she had like 16 rebounds and 10 of them were offensive. Jayla is that type of player, but more skill. You know, she's that. You know how many times does she go in there and get an offensive rebound and somehow get the ball back up in the hoop? And it's just she's maturing with that because she's understanding angles and understanding her size versus who she's playing. She finished on the opposite side of the hoop twice tonight, and stuff she's been working on. That's hard to do with big people around you.
Well, and one other thing that Pat and I talked about was we get to talking and coaches get to talking about seedings and where we're at. And, but these kids sometimes, when the horn goes off at the start of the game and then the horn goes off at the end, what happens in between there, I don't think they think about that stuff. No. And I thought that they were locked in and focused, and I think that says something about their coaching, and it says something about some senior leadership and them finding a way to like each other.
Yeah, we had to have some sort of, I don't know what the word would be, a reckoning. I don't know if that's the right word or not, because there was apathy in practice in places there didn't need to be apathy. There was apathy in games where there didn't need to be apathy, and that needed to be addressed. It got addressed, not by Coach S and I, by teammates to teammate, and that's where the rift started. And once they all realized that, you know what, we can play harder, there were some tears, like I said, and they on the court tonight, just watching their eyes and watching the way they looked at each other, you could tell they wanted us to win. Like, I didn't want to win, I want us to win. And you know as well as I do, that means everything.
Well, and those lessons that they learn about how much different it feels when you play like that, that's the lesson that goes on in life, right?
No doubt. And that's our goal. That's Brad Stamps, Casey Dix, Preston Early's, that's Lamont. That's our goal as coaches. Is we want to win games. But we want to create people, adults that can handle adversity, that can handle criticism, and they can self-reflect and also collaborate. And that's what athletics is, man. It's a collaboration every single day, and those lessons will go on forever. So.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Man. Big win. Glad you got to see those girls happy.
Yeah, I'll sleep better tonight.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for
joining
us.
Thanks for having me on. You bet.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with the players of the game from the men's game and Coach Stamps.
Lindsay & Associates started in 1973. This is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have two locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
And we're back at Rogers Mountie Gymnasium. Tough game, real close game, exciting game. It came down really to one play. Who could make a play? That play tonight was made by Jack Irk. And Jack's joining us as one of our players of the game. Jack, we'll get to that play, but talk about your mindset going into this game.
Before this game, we knew we just had to come take care of business, and we came out hot, and it kind of just faded a little bit, I'd say, and we just lost that energy for a little bit.
Do you think that sometimes when you hit a couple of those 26-footers that you start to kind of rely on that and maybe relax and say, oh, man, we're awesome?
Yeah, especially that first quarter. I think we made 5 threes and 1 2, and that was it. And, yeah, we relied on it a little bit too much.
So last time, Rogers defends. They defend you. They make you work for everything. They step in front of cuts. There's no free movement against them.
Yes,
and
sir.
they beat you by 1 point last time. Did you guys know you were in for a battle today?
Yeah, we knew we were in for a battle, but we knew we just had to come take care of business.
Well, I mean, obviously, you guys have all the confidence in the world, and you know that when you're on, nobody in this league can stay within 20 of you.
Yes, sir.
But talk about the physical nature of how Rogers plays. I mean, it was a lot of contact out there. Not chippy, nothing ugly, but pretty physical.
Yeah, they're a physical team. They always are. They've been that way ever since I've been here, and we always know they play well at home, and we just got to come out and play.
Yeah, I think the last time you played them last year was a 4 overtime game, and then you played them to 1 point last game and 3 points this game.
Yeah.
Those guys get up for you, don't they?
Yes, sir, they do.
So talk about the last play. Rogers has the ball with a chance to take the lead or tie it. Tell me about what you're seeing happen and how you end up where you end up with the ball.
Yes, sir. I mean, we do that every day in practice. It's just a cover down, and we do that same like baseline drive and covering down from the opposite side, and so I just knew I had to do what we do every day. So, yes, sir.
You go to the free throw line. You know you're good for at least one, right?
Yeah, I had to get that first one. It was 1-on-1, so
that's
got
a
that
big
first one.
Tell me about the last play. They had 0.4 seconds. I'm curious about what Coach Stamps. I saw you guys come out and just guard the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Talk about the huddle.
Yeah, we knew if we gave up a 2, like, it didn't matter. We were still going to win, but we drew up a little thing that was all people on the outside of the 3-point line, and they still got an open shot. But
have you ever been in a defense like that in your life? I've never seen it.
I've never seen anything like it before. It works, though.
All right. Hey, last question for you. Canes or Slims?
I'm a Canes guy. That sauce is just too good.
It's the stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congrats, man. Senior leadership matters. This team benefits from it. I'm happy you got to make that play at the end of the game and keep that senior leadership going for the rest of this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Pat Jenkins interviewing Ornette Gaines and also talking to Coach Stamps.
Thank you.
I'm about to rob me a blazer since you got a blazer. I'm about to wear a blazer Friday night. And we'll get OG. OG style.
Associates started in 1970.
Need a real one.
This is our 48th year in the state of Northwest Arkansas.
Well,
Then I'll do you like this. Take this. I'm just gonna put this wire behind you.
You missed it. You missed it.
There you go. And then you come over close a little bit right there. Right there.
Dad always said,
Actually,
at Lindsay
there you go.
Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
And welcome back to Mountie Arena here on the campus of Rogers, Arkansas, where the Fayetteville Bulldogs take it tonight to go to 19-4, 11-0 in conference. And I'm joined now by another one of my players of the game. He's a normal. You're getting tired. I mean, hey, it's almost every game we're going to see this guy, the sophomore OG Ornette Gaines. What's up, my man?
What's up?
Great game tonight, Ornette. You came out first quarter. I mean, Stephen Curry deep. I mean, what, were you just feeling it tonight?
Oh, yeah.
The shot was working?
Had the heat check, yeah.
You came in tonight, and you guys come in here having, if you win a game, you're guaranteed a partial championship. But, you know, how what was that message leading into this game? Was it kind of something that you guys focused on to make sure y'all took care of business?
Coach Stamps really emphasized it. He really wants this conference championship, so we got to win the game on Friday.
Another 21-point night, and you just continue to get better, OG. I mean, what is it about your game and what you're figuring out in this game of high school varsity basketball that you're having so much success with?
Honestly, they just let me play, so I'm just doing anything really.
Jack Irk makes what I could call maybe the biggest play of the night with that steal down on the baseline. Just talk about his importance. I mean, this is a senior that's been injured and just fought all season long and just continues to make plays. Talk about that senior and the leadership from the entire senior class.
Jack, he knows what he's doing. He has a good IQ, and then he just hustles a lot, and he's really good at defense.
You go home on Friday, Ornette, with a chance to clinch it and have a net cutting ceremony, Colors Day, all that goes into what a great Friday night environment. And then Battle of the Bulldogs. I mean, what's going to be the message and preparation heading into that matchup? You guys handled them at their place pretty good, so you know they're going to come in with a little bit of chip on their shoulder. I mean, what's going to be the message leading in?
Honestly, I think we just got to start out good, and then we just got to keep going. Like this game, we started off real good, and we just can't let up.
Well, OG, always a pleasure. You're going to see this guy for 2 more years as sophomore sensation. I call him the babyface assassin, Ornette Gaines. Hey, you're watching Bulldog basketball on the Hill Media TV.
Crashing the glass. Got it? Communicate, run the floor. Here we go. Oh, you handed me right there. The volleyball line, it's about focus. It's about coming out here and doing what we ask you to do. I hear some of you coaching, but I don't see a lot of That's the difference between being able to play varsity basketball someday is being able to listen and do exactly what we ask you to do. Notice I stopped the whole practice for that one thing. Go.
Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel that's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
Hello, Northwest Arkansas. I am Darren Storms with Storms Orthodontics. Here at Storms Orthodontics, we're proud to be able to sponsor the Fayetteville Bulldogs for this upcoming season. We wish you guys the best of luck. Have a safe and happy and healthy football season. Go Dogs. Good luck, boys.
Perfect.
Lindsay & Associates started in 1973. This is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have 2 locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Welcome back to Rogers High School in Mountie Arena on the camp in Rogers, Arkansas, where the Fayetteville Bulldogs win a close one tonight, 53-50, and just did enough. They just did enough. The Dogs go to 19-4, 11-0 in the conference, and with that, people, the Dogs have secured at least a share of the conference title, no matter how these 3 games go. But they'll be at home Friday for the clincher. They host the Springdale Bulldogs. Girls at 6 p.m., the boys at 7:30, and once again, we got Colors Day. We got a lot of things going on. The players of the game tonight, I would have to say, would be Jack Oak, the biggest player of the game, with the interception on the baseline and the big-time free throws for that senior. Guys play with a lot of injuries and just made the play. Off night for Mr. Glasper, but we know with all indications he'll be back on Friday. Want to give a shout out to our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. That being said, Lindsay & Associates with an office location in Fayetteville, one also 2 here in Rogers, and Storms Orthodontics. They have a location in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Siloam Springs. For my producer, Demetrius Johnson, my film guy, Jason Patterson, color analyst, Derek Oakley, and myself, y'all have a blessed night. Once again, the Dogs win it 53-50. They go to 19-4, 11-0. We'll see you guys Friday. Hey, once again, you've been watching Bulldog Basketball on the Hill Media TV. You know my final words. Let's